Hey everyone, Courtney here. I wanted to kind of go through the Ultimate Reset with you real quick because I'm starting it on Monday and I don't really talk about it much. And I really kind of just decided I was going to start it in a couple of days. But I wanted to kind of go through the process with you. And if you're thinking about doing it, this is going to be easy tips that you can take for when you try it. So the first time I did the Ultimate Reset was a couple months ago, and I basically spent a ton of money on food, a ton of money on ingredients, and I spent a ton of time trying to meal plan. It was crazy. Like the amount of time that I tried just to figure it out was enormous. And at the time, it was stressing me out. And but looking back on it, I learned a couple of things in the process that I'm going to be applying now. That's going to make it a little easier on me. So if you're not familiar with the Ultimate Reset, it's a 21-day cleanse with Beachbody, and it's basically broken down to three phases. The first page is reclaim, and that's like kind of when you're preparing your body for the cleanse. And then the second week is release, which is more like the detox period, and then restore is the third phase where it's trying to build your body back up, and that's when you eat most of the vegetables and fruits. The one thing I really like about our cleanses is that you can eat while you're doing it. A lot of people, like I had a friend who came up to me and she was like, "Oh, you're doing a cleanse," and I said, "Yeah, pretty excited." She goes, "21 days? That's gonna be awful." And I'm like, "Well, have you done a cleanse before?" And she said yes, that she did a juice cleanse for a week, and she was miserable because she had to drink all her meals. No, I'm not. I like food way too much. I'm not gonna do that. So the first time I did it, it was time consuming and expensive, but like I said before, I got a couple of tips and tricks I'll tell you in a minute. But the first time around, I had awesome results. Like I lost 10 pounds in 21 days, and I lost 4 inches, 2.5 inches off my waist alone. It kind of gives you an idea of how much you really detox in that period of time. My mood was better. I had less mood swings. I was sleeping better at the end. I was a little bit more patient, less nervous, less anxious. I had more energy at the end, and I felt like my body felt really light afterwards, and I wasn't carrying a lot on my shoulders. So then, like, I'm thinking I'm pretty cloudy right now. I think I've been sick on and off for the last couple months. Um, and my body really hasn't had a chance to reboot. And I'm tired. I'm not sleeping that well. I'm craving everything in sight. And I just thought, oh, gosh, this would be such a good time to do this again. So here we are. I literally got the stuff in the mail a couple days ago. And I'm like, I'm going to do it Monday. I'm like, okay, that's really soon. But so this time around, I broke it up into steps. So step one, I did this like kind of my own way. I broke my week up into hours. So I'm gonna start getting up at 6 a.m. and start stretching, getting my mind prepared for the day, and then go right into the 6:30 a.m. with water and then the supplements and breakfast. So I broke it out very strict in terms of hours so that I could stay on track. But that was like my first step. And so that always gets me excited for like the next step, which is more tedious. Um, so I made this table in Microsoft. Well, I guess I don't even have Microsoft because it's a Mac. I did Pages. But I have this like chart, and I don't know if you can see it, but like, so, oh, it's backwards. Dang. Sorry. I'll explain it to you anyway. So the days, I have broken up by days and meals. And so I'm still going to be drinking my Shakeology. They said I can switch it out for either a snack or my breakfast. And I get so hungry in the morning that if I can't have my Shakeology with like a banana and greens in it, that then I get kind of hungry a little bit earlier. So what I'm going to do is have it as a snack later in the afternoon, which will help a lot. So I broke it up into meals, and what I did is instead of going day by day, because the last time I did it, the first time I did it, I went like day to day to day. So every single day in the Ultimate Reset, it gives you a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner, and then it explains everything for you. And then what you have to do is look at what you're allowed to have and then go to another page with a recipe, and then maybe that recipe would forward you to another page for like dressing or something. So I did it to a T. Like day one, I ate everything on that day one page. Day two, I ate everything on the day two page. Day three, day four, day five. And I found that I was spending a lot of money trying to keep up, and a lot of stuff didn't even work. Like, for example, you're supposed to make these like sushi rolls, and oh man, I bombed out like crazy. I could not do it, couldn't roll it. And then everything fell out into a bowl, and I just like scrapped the seaweed and ate the salad. So I'm not going to try to make that this time. Maybe next time. But there is something in the very back, it's like page 105, that's reset and a crunch. Ooh. And it's basically breaking it out into simple steps. So it breaks it up by phases, and then it breaks it up by meals. And within each meal, you have a couple of options that you can choose from. And so, for example, I'm going to be eating the same thing like every other day for the week so that I can bulk up on my ingredients, which is something I didn't do the first time. So, for example, like for breakfast, I'm going to have scrambled eggs with and whole grain toast with olive oil and steamed spinach. So I can buy the eggs in bulk, I can buy the spinach in bulk, I can buy the bread in bulk, and we have olive oil already. So that's already going to save me a ton of money by eating the same thing throughout the week. And it's only 3 weeks, so even if I was really honestly to eat the same thing every single day, I probably wouldn't mind. It's not that long of a time. But you can have things like fruits, and you can have your dairy, and you can, like yogurt, and you can still have like vegetables and meats in your first week. So I have some chicken on here, things like that. Everything that I can, I'm going to try to buy in bulk. And then I'm actually kind of following the dinners by day because that's not usually too bad. But for the lunches and breakfast, I'm usually going to double up and eat the same things. So after I did that, and I always meal plan for my husband too, so I have a chart for him as well, and he's going to be eating very similar things to me as me, so I can just cook all at the same time. So then I always make a grocery list, and I cannot handwrite it because I'm going to like scribble it out and everything. I'm a pen person, I'm not a pencil person, so I don't erase, I just cross everything out and start over. So typing it makes it so much better because I can just backspace. But then I have a grocery list. So I always break it up by like vegetables. I have frozen vegetables, fruits. I'm supposed to get canned black beans. I never get canned anything usually, but this, they call for that, so I'm going to try it. Carbs, proteins, miscellaneous, a lot of miscellaneous items like oils and stuff. So as I'm going through my day by day, I mark on my grocery list in the category what I need. And then by the ingredient, I always put the amount so I know I'm getting enough. For example, this week I need to get 1.5 cups of spinach. I need 4 avocados. So I go through the day and I'm like, okay, tally that up by day. And that always helps me. I know it sounds kind of confusing, but it's something that has worked for me for the last 2 years in this journey. So I keep using it. And so I'm hoping that this is going to be a lot easier for me than the first time. And I think it's like anything. The more you do it, the more you get used to it. But I just keep looking back at how awesome I felt after that 21 days. And I want to feel like that again. And like I said before, I'm not doing anything necessarily wrong. It's like I'm working out and I'm eating healthier, not every day. But I'm also drinking Shakeology. I'm fine. But I think it's just like the allergies and the stress. Stress is the worst thing for you. So I have so much stress in me that's just clogging me, for lack of a better term. And I really hope that this is going to make me feel better again so I can restart again. And I have our next challenge group in June, I have a couple of girls that are doing the 21-day fix. And so I don't know if I'm going to do that one, but I kind of want to do Insanity Max 30 because I love that program. But this is going to give me a good base to start a new program in June with them. So pretty excited. I'm excited because I really want to get rid of the cravings that I'm having, and I want to sleep better, and I want to feel like I can get up in the morning and feel rejuvenated. I don't know if you've ever gone through that point in time where you wake up and you feel like someone punched you in the face. Like I've been waking up like that a lot, and I'm not sleeping through the night. So I'm hoping that this will help me a lot. So we'll see. But I will be monitoring. That's not a word. That's not the right word. Um, I will be showing you my journey day by day, meal by meal. And I will be telling you how I feel throughout the week. And if it's something that you're very interested in learning more about, let me know. My journey will probably be mostly on Facebook. So it's facebook.com/C Muscatello Fitness. My last name is spelled Muscatello. And so C Muscatello Fitness. My Instagram is connected to my Facebook, so I post both at the same time essentially. So that my Instagram is C Muscatello, and my Snapchat, which it sounds like a lot of social media, but they're all kind of connected, so it makes it really easy. But Snapchat, I'm gonna do live feeds, so I'm not gonna do like I might do Facebook Live like once, but mostly on Snapchat, I'll kind of like show you throughout the day how I do things or how I mix things up and stuff. But my Snapchat is C Muscatello Fit. So they're all kind of similar, all kind of different at the same time. And now that I look at it, I probably should have one across the board. But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing. And again, if you're interested in learning more, let me know because this is such a cool program. Like it's a little bit more expensive than a lot of other cleanses, but I feel like this one is really different because it sets you up for success step by step, and you're not having to drink every meal, which is awful. And it has 3 phases, which is very different than some. Some are just detoxes, and they just rush you in. You're like in the bathroom for hours, and this isn't like that. I know it's like really scary when you're thinking about cleanses, but when you think of toxins, it's I'm just gonna be very honest. You like pee a lot for the 3 weeks, but at the end, it's like your body totally resets and your mind is clearer and you can sleep better and you can, awesome. So I'm excited, but 12 minutes. Sorry, that way much, a lot longer than I thought it would. But have a great day, and I'll post to you guys soon.